Okay, we're ready to make some brownies today. And this one I made many, many years ago. It makes 2 9x13 pans, this recipe. So then I start making a lot of different recipes to try to find the best brownie recipe. And I came up with this one, and it's really, really easy. You could double it, you could triple it, but it's you just use, all you need is a spoon or a fork to mix it. You don't need any mix master. And it comes together real easy, you'll see. Okay, so we're going to start with, we need our bowl, and we need 2 eggs. I'm going to put 2 eggs, crack 2 eggs in, 2 large eggs. Oh, we got a shell in there. So the best way to get the shell out is to use the egg shell, and it brings it right out. Okay. I don't know why sometimes the shells break. Maybe they're more tender chickens, I don't know.
Chicken tenders.
Hens, whatever. Then we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. No, we're going to add a cup of sugar. Sorry about that. We're going to add 1 cup of sugar to the 2 eggs. And a 1/2 cup of oil.
Is this a 1/2 cup?
No, I have to get a 1/2 cup.
Okay.
Hold on. Did you pause it? Okay, we have 2 eggs, a cup of sugar, and a 1/2 cup of oil. Vegetable oil, doesn't matter, any kind of vegetable oil. This happens to be Trader Joe's canola oil. Sometimes I use corn oil. It doesn't matter, as long as it's a vegetable oil. I think olive oil would be too strong. Okay, then we mix that. Let's stir it a little bit. It doesn't take too much stirring. And then we add a cup of flour.
Now, I don't want this stuff.
Cup of flour. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Here's the salt. 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm sorry, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
Oh, that's okay.
Baking powder, not baking soda. And 1/3 cup of cocoa. And that's it. And we mix that all together. Some people like nuts. Some people don't like nuts. But today, my daughter brought over some pecans, so we'll put the pecans in. There's 1/3 cup of cocoa and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And just mix it all together. One teaspoon of vanilla.
You like that?
Just have fun. Baking is just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Just mix it and you're all set. That's all there's to it. Now we're going to add the pecans, and I toasted them a little bit. We got a cup of pecans. We're just going to throw that in. And this is for a 9x9 pan. And the thing that most people do is they overbake their brownies, and then it gets dry. So you don't want to overbake it. You're better to underbake it and have it a little moist and chewy and yummy than to overbake it. So I usually check it after about 20 minutes. The toothpick check. You stick a toothpick in, and if it's still wet, leave it in for another minute. If it's not wet and just a few crumbs on it, it's perfect. Okay.
Awesome.
Now we're gonna spray the 9x9. This is a 9x9 pan. You spray it with a little, any kind of a spray. Okay? Now we're gonna just put that in. And if you have children around, they get to lick the bowl.
Oh, goody.
And the scraper.
I'm a child. I'm your child. I'm your child.
There you go, Stacy.
Ooh, yum.
That's perfect. And you put it in the 350 oven for 20 minutes. Check it at 18. I'm not sure, you know, everybody's oven is a little different. Check it at 18 with the toothpick. Okay, we've got the oven preheated to 350. And we put it in for 20 minutes. Time it for 20 minutes.
Can't wait.
And can't wait to eat it. Okay, I'm gonna check the brownies now. Let's see with the toothpick. If it's still wet, we put it back in. It's not, it's just crumbly. It's not real wet.
Awesome. So they're done?
So they're gonna be really fudgy and yummy.
Oh, yum.
It's a little moist. You can see that, it's a little moist. I'm gonna give it maybe 1 more minute, but no more than a minute, okay? It's been 1 minute. They should be perfect now. Here we go. Remember, this doesn't make very many brownies, so you can double the recipe very easily. Put it in a 9x13, same thing, same amount of time, maybe a minute or 2 longer, but use your toothpick to test it, and then cut it up. I'm going to cut a piece right now because we can't wait. It's really hot.
Oh.
Better to wait till it's cool, then it slices really nicely. But we're just going to, it's really fudgy, really fudgy. We can almost scoop it out. And it'll crumb if you cut it when it's warm. See, it's crumbing. But see how fudgy that looks?
Oh my God, let's wait until it...
I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. Okay.
We'll wait to eat it when it cools off a little bit more. Right?
Yeah, or else if we try to eat it now, we're going to burn our tongue. But I just wanted to show you what happens if you cut it when it's warm, because, you know, a lot of us are just impatient. We can't wait. So, but, you know, then maybe put it in the refrigerator if you can't wait as long as it would take, and it'll cool off in a shorter period of time. Okay, I can't wait any longer to cut these brownies. So they seem to be cool enough. Makes a nice, clean cut. And we're going to taste them. And I think when you make them, and you see we sprayed the pan so it doesn't stick to the bottom. It comes off, but they're still a little warm, but they're fudgy. They're real fudgy. Look at that. You can see the fudge.
Gimme.
So if you bake it a little longer, they really get dry, but I like it moist and fudgy. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Comment, and I'm going to taste it now. Well, I like it.
The best brownies ever.
So I'm going to give it a thumbs up comment.
Awesome, me too.
You give me a thumbs up. And guess who loves you? I do.
Me too.